Operative Graves reporting in. Researcher, I hope you're well. Last we spoke, I was working on expediting the declassification process of the rest of the interrogation between Commander Ryland Stroud and 056. Thankfully, our department has some more leverage due to the compliments we received directly from the engineer himself, so the request was granted swiftly. Let's listen to the rest of the interrogation. Beginning log. Ryland. You know how this works. I ask, you answer. We don't need to make this harder. 05-6. You want information on the Council, access points, backup protocols. You think you can tear down the Foundation, one confession at a time? Ryland. I don't need all of them. Just one. One weak link. One opening. And you're going to give it to me. 05-6. Fine. You want a name? Start with 05-3. Ryland. 05-3. The Custodian? I thought he never left Site 82. 05-6. He doesn't. That's the problem. He's been compromised. Ryland. By who? 05-6. Not who. What? There's an entity, for lack of a better term. High classification, off records, predating the modern Foundation. 05-3 has been overseeing it personally for nearly a decade. Not because he wants to, but because the entity won't allow anyone else near it. Ryland. Identify it. 05-6. It's a Type 7 conceptuality eraser thought form entity. It calls itself the Unmade King. Although it doesn't speak. It connects. It slips into the mind of whoever engages with it, sifting through thoughts with precision, and it chooses what remains. It can erase entire concepts without altering reality itself, only your perception of it. Take breathing as an example. The entity simply removes the concept of it, and you asphyxiate, never realizing you once knew how to draw air into your lungs. Ryland. Sounds like textbook noospheric contamination. 05-6. It's far more than that, though. It's more like manipulation. However, 05-3 thinks he's controlling it, directing its abilities for the Foundation's benefit. But the Council has been watching him for a long time now, and it's clear who's actually in control. Ryland. Why tell me this? Why give us something this dangerous? 05-6. Because you asked for a weakness. 05-3 is the weakness. The Foundation can't remove him, not without risking what he's connected to. But if the insurgency wants an opening, that's the biggest crack in the wall. Ryland. Where is the Unmade King being kept? 05-6. Deep storage, level 5 containment, Site 82, sublevel Omega-3. You won't find it on any map, and only 2 people have access. Ryland. And they are? 05-6. 05-3, and the one who found the entity. Ryland. Which is? 05-6. 05-8. The Effaced. You wanted to change the world, Ryland. But if you go after this, you won't just be fighting the Foundation. Ryland. Then who? 05-6. Everyone. Ryland. Good. Then it'll finally be a fair fight. Incredible, isn't it? An entity that powerful, in our hands, we'd be unstoppable. Although something just seems very off about this information. I just don't trust those Siamese 05s. For now we wait to see what the rest of Delta Command thinks about all this. If I had to bet, 05-8 will be their next target. Although I've heard he's quite the enigma himself. but we have a lot to cover, so take a seat. Let's get started. Today we're covering SCP-2761. Object Class: Euclid. Special Containment Procedures. SCP-2761 is currently stored in a lead-lined Class B semi-aquatic containment unit in Site-71. Clearance for SCP-2761 research is available to Level 2 personnel and higher. Research of SCP-2761 genetics is limited to Level 3 personnel and above. Though carnivorous, SCP-2761 must be supplied a steady diet of fruit to minimize the carcinogen output in its waste. As such, Site-71 personnel assigned to SCP-2761 must set aside time to restock food supplies every week. Description: SCP-2761 is a genetic hybrid species that has undergone multiple physical mutations since its containment in 2005. It initially possessed amphibious and piscine traits similar to those of species found within the Florida Everglades, where it was originally discovered, but has since developed more reptilian features. As of May 13, 2016, SCP-2761 measures 12 meters in length and resembles a large, hunchbacked, bipedal alligator with a mouth structure similar to that of Carchinus lucus, bull shark. SCP-2761 possesses a notably yellow skin coloration, a petaled, flexible frill that can conceal and protect its face, and constantly exudes a scent described as smelling like overripe bananas. Additionally, SCP-2761 possesses biohazardous blood, at least 32 known genetic carcinogens, and dozens of known hazardous bacteria strains, including Clostridium tetani, E. coli, and Streptococcus, are present. It appears its gut flora also constantly produces even more of the former. However, instead of causing SCP-2761 harm, it appears these compounds and bacteria are beneficial for it, inciting even further mutations over time. Strangely, despite all the mutations SCP-2761 has undergone, it has never shown signs of any cancers or tumors. SCP-2761 cells each possess an extremely large nucleus, with the genomes containing hundreds of spliced genes from various other species. Apart from its primary genome, the nuclei also contain at least 68 other unaltered sets of DNA from various species. These unaltered genomes have never shown signs of major mutation, despite SCP-2761's blood being full of mutagens. Instead of breaking down and causing major long-term health problems, SCP-2761's genome will rapidly rearrange and replace lost segments with DNA from the unaltered genomes, inciting SCP-2761's gradual changes in physical appearance. It is possible that SCP-2761 can somehow absorb and express these genomes through the organisms it eats. Addendum 2761-1. Investigation into SCP-2761 uncovered information pertaining to a company known as Aquagene, a pet storefront that sells heavily genetically modified aquarium fish. Their selection is primarily made of fish that exhibit color patterns not seen in the natural species, such as bioluminescence and exotic color themes. SCP-2761 was apparently part of a set of prototypes for their next installment, Senti Fruit Fish, trademarked. Below is an interview of Dr. Pearl Watkins, 29, and Dr. Marcus Nakamura, 41, two employees and genetic scientists at Aquagene. Interview SCP-2761-1, March 14, 2005. Interviewed Dr. Pearl Watkins and Dr. Marcus Nakamura. Interviewer Researcher Matthew Liu. Forward. The purpose of this interview was to obtain information on SCP-2761 and possible motive behind its creation. Dr. Watkins and Dr. Nakamura were brought to an office near Site-71 for questioning, under the guise of an EPA questioning. Begin log, 1320. Researcher Liu. Dr. Watkins, Mr. Nakamura. Dr. Watkins. Hello, sir. Dr. Nakamura. Sir. Researcher Liu. My name is Matthew Liu. I'm an agent with the EPA. I assume you know why you're both here? Dr. Watkins looks down at the floor. Yes, sir. Dr. Nakamura looks to the left corner of the room. Yes, sir. Researcher Liu. We've been looking into your sales records for a while now. There's been some questionable products you have on the market. Would you like to fill me in on your thoughts about this?
Dr. Watkins.
They aren't a hazard.
Researcher Lowe.
Excuse me?
Dr. Nakamura. Under breath.
Pearl.
Dr. Watkins.
We were careful to make sure all fish were sterile before putting them out in the market. We know the risks of crossbreeding with the wildlife. If you're thinking that any of our fish could reproduce with the wildlife, then...
Researcher Liu.
Dr. Watkins, we're not interested in Aquagene's overall business operations. We're only interested in one particular specimen.
Dr. Watkins.
I'm sorry, what?
Dr. Nakamura.
So, we're not in any legal trouble for selling our fish?
Researcher Liu.
At the moment, no. Though that may change depending on if you can help us or not.
Dr. Watkins.
Alright. What particular product are you talking about exactly then?
Researcher Liu.
In August of last year, it appears you were starting up a new line of modified fish that would be released during the holidays.
Dr. Nakamura.
Oh, the senti fish!
Dr. Watkins.
Marcus.
Researcher Liu.
Would you care to explain more about these?
Dr. Nakamura.
Of course, sir. See, our idea was to make a tropical-themed fish set, sort of Hawaiian in December, if you will. And we wanted to introduce these fish as a sort of living air freshener.
Dr. Watkins.
Marcus.
Dr. Nakamura.
We were going for the classic samples. Our plan was for the selection to include apple goldfish, strawberry tetras, orange clownfish, raspberry and blueberry betas.
Dr. Watkins.
Marcus.
Dr. Nakamura.
Pineapple puffers, and banana pipefish.
Dr. Watkins.
Oh my god. Marcus, will you please shut up about your senti fish? I know they were your project proposal, and we agreed to go through with them. But Jesus, can you please not advertise to this man about...
Researcher Liu.
Did you say banana pipefish?
Dr. Watkins.
Yes, he did. I'm sorry, Mr. Liu. I can explain. What is it about this fish you wanted to know?
Researcher Liu.
It is possible that one of these specimens escaped from your company's aquarium sometime in September of last year.
Dr. Watkins.
I'm sorry?
Researcher Liu.
On March 3rd, a research group of ours managed to catch...
Researcher Liu produces a picture of SCP-2761 in its initially discovered form, which resembles a yellow, 2-meter alligator gar with early signs of leg development.
This organism. Can you identify it?
Dr. Watkins.
What the hell is...
Dr. Nakamura.
Holy shit.
Researcher Liu.
Is it possible that this fish could have originally been one you engineered?
Dr. Watkins.
I...
Researcher Liu.
It appears that his genome is very unstable, and is somehow able to express the genes of other animals' needs. Is it possible that something could have gone wrong with the gene splicing in its early stages?
Dr. Nakamura.
I mean, it looks like it could possibly be... it's definitely yellow. So... But that looks nothing like a pipefish, and ours was only about 20 centimeters long.
Dr. Watkins.
Oh shit.
Researcher Liu.
Dr. Watkins?
Dr. Nakamura.
Pearl, what's wrong?
Dr. Watkins.
Son of a bitch. I should have known he'd do something like that.
Researcher Liu.
Dr. Watkins, please explain what is going on.
Dr. Watkins.
Higgins. I caught Higgins pulling some shit during the first few weeks of initial gene splicing.
Dr. Nakamura.
Pearl. I thought you had Higgins fired after the stunt he pulled with the peanut jellyfish. You let him work on my team?
Dr. Watkins.
He's one of our lead geneticists, Marcus. It's not like I could just get rid of him. Do you understand how difficult it is to splice more than a third of the genes from a goddamn fruit to a fish, and still make it act like a fish?
Researcher Liu.
Dr. Watkins, Dr. Nakamura, if you please.
Dr. Nakamura.
I apologize, Mr. Liu. You see, our, Senti Fish project, it encountered quite a few bumps in the R&D.
Dr. Watkins.
That is a gross understatement. There are 50 chromosomes in a pineapple to work with, and the puffer species we were working with only had...
Dr. Nakamura.
So, it seems that without my knowledge, Pearl decided to temporarily hire Dr. Gregory Higgins to my research team. He has since been terminated from Aquagene for unprofessionalism.
Dr. Watkins.
You see, Mr. Liu, Greg was a bit of a wild card in our department. He was smart, brilliant even, but he liked to do his own little side projects, even sometimes made unauthorized modifications to our fish because he thought he could improve their marketability.
Researcher Liu.
I see. Were there any incidents leading up to our capture of this specimen?
Dr. Watkins.
Unfortunately, yes. In about the 5th week of development, I caught Higgins tampering with a batch of the baby banana pipefish. He was making them more carnivorous, more yellow. He said he thought it would be hilarious if we could sneak a biting banana into the local grocery stores. Obviously, it was a gross breach of conduct, and not even within our main market of interest, so I confiscated them. However, Rayleigh wouldn't be in for proper disposal till the next morning, so I left them locked in my office with a note on the door.
Researcher Liu.
If you were able to retrieve them, then how did...
Dr. Watkins.
When I came into work the next day, the fish were gone. I asked Rayleigh if he had gotten rid of them, and he said he hadn't even gone around to pick up stuff yet. So when I went to Higgins, he said he disposed of them himself, even walked me to the takeaway unit to prove those things were there.
Dr. Nakamura.
Pearl, are you saying that he made...
Dr. Watkins.
Mr. Liu, is there anything else unusual you found in the fish's biology, apart from the fact that his genome was highly susceptible to change, particularly diet?
Researcher Liu.
Yes, actually. We've taken waste samples from this organism. It appears that it contains a multitude of gut flora usually found in people, along with various carcinogens.
Dr. Nakamura.
Oh my god.
Dr. Watkins.
You've got to be shitting me.
Dr. Nakamura.
So, Higgins must have made more of those things after he took them back, put the originals in the disposal unit, and then...
Dr. Watkins.
And then flushed the rest of them down the goddamn toilet.
End log. 1350. This is a promising lead. If we can get our hands on some of these, we can certainly use them to disrupt some of the Foundation's operations. We'll just need to grow them a bit bigger. I'll send this file to our Xenobiology Research and Utilization Division to see if they can pick up any leads on any 2761 instances. That's all for today, researcher. Dismissed.